got to his door. He was carrying a bunch of bags, put the bags down to then unlock his door. And he saw me coming down the hallway. And when I tell you, this man flung his front door open and he grabbed the bags and threw them into his apartment and then slammed his door. And I heard the lock turn. And I was like, he hates me.
Welcome back
to the 14th episode
of Your Petty
15th
Friend.
15th episode
15th episode
of the Your Petty Friend podcast. Micheal is back.
I am.
This will be his last one of the season.
Yeah.
There'll be one more, but we're near the end. We're circling the drain here.
Yeah, it's my last of the season.
Yeah. How did you like the season?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was so nervous that first episode.
Yeah, but you killed it.
I was sweating, and then it was just so fun that I had to keep coming back.
I know. I have to stop touching the microphone.
Yeah, please do.
I get too excited and I start to like. So my goal of this episode is to just, I know,
fold your hands.
Is to just leave it alone.
Cross your
yeah.
Cross your legs. Okay, so last.
Oh, by the way, Michael's carrying this episode. He already knows.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I didn't film with you guys last week.
No.
So 2 weeks ago, I called Kevin out for his body scan. So I would like an update on that.
Oh. Okay. The update is I took another one.
Okay.
And so I've learned that you have to take one in the morning.
Before you work out.
Before you work out, and if you can, before you eat anything.
That's correct.
Because then that is like your true body scan.
Correct.
As opposed to
having
when
breakfast.
I took it. Well, no, the last time I took it, I had 4 eggs and hash browns, a protein shake for breakfast. For lunch, I had pasta with it was spaghetti. It was spaghetti and meatballs.
Did you do your body scan like at the end of the day?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you have to do it like first thing in the morning.
Oh, I know this now.
Yeah.
But it explains why it was
The
so
results
high
were so
because
different.
it wasn't just breakfast. It was a full lunch with another protein shake and then
probably like
tons of water, and there was a banana in there at some point. And then after all of that, I went to the gym and got a body scan. And so it's not that high, but it could still be better.
Yeah. I'm going to take one tomorrow, a body scan,
okay,
and I'll let you know how that goes.
Oh, we're going to talk about it.
I haven't taken one in probably 3 or 4 months. I haven't taken a body scan. Here I am talking shit, and I haven't even taken one.
I was not happy about that, but we're okay now.
Good.
We'll fix this by the summer.
Great.
Is the goal.
Okay, good. So, you had called me yesterday. First of all, how was Jake? I haven't seen Jake in a couple
Jake is
weeks.
good. Jake is good. He would have stopped. I asked him if he wanted to come, but he had to go to the gym and do other things. Plus, it's Sunday, so you know how Sundays it's like you just want to do. It's your relaxed day, but you don't really want to be on a schedule, or you don't want to do anything overly programmed on a Sunday. So he just wanted to go do his own thing, and I was like, respect.
Kevin and I have been talking about him and Jake being like really big homebodies and getting out and doing more things.
Yes.
So you had called me yesterday and asked me if you guys should go out to dinner or stay in. What did you end up doing?
Okay. It was so.
Please tell me you at least went out and did something.
We did go out and do something. I took your advice. I knew what you were going to say. I just needed somebody else to say it.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, yesterday I went to go see Dune Part 2.
That's right. How was that?
I loved it. I hate to be this person.
One?
I saw the first part. So I watched the first part Friday at home in my apartment with Jake because I said, we're going to go. I'm going to go see Dune Part 2 on Saturday. So I would like to know what happened in the first part.
Yeah.
First part sucks. Did not like it.
Okay.
3 hours or 2.5 hours of absolutely nothing. It was really boring. Visually, it's beautiful. The storyline, not quite there.
It's really sci-fi-y, huh?
It's very sci-fi-y. The cinematography is lovely. And I don't know, if you're a little inebriated of some sort, I think you would do really well watching that.
Okay.
You know? And part 2, I absolutely loved. I like couldn't deny it. Like
Really?
Janina and I went to iPic up in Westwood. And if you've never been to iPic, you know, they're like very bougie movie theaters where your seats recline. And you can recline them all the way down into basically like a bed, like a lie flat in first class or business class. And I was already tired, so I knew that I was going to fall asleep. And I was anticipating it. I was like, I'm going to fall asleep. It's going to be fine. Like, I welcome it.
Yeah.
So I started all the way lying down with the blanket.
Like, give you a blanket?
They give you a blanket. It's also ice fucking cold in there. When I tell you they pumped the air conditioning in there, I was shaking. I was so cold. As the movie went on and I was so into it, I started to unrecline my seat more and more to be more focused about the movie.
An alert.
And by the end of the movie, I was like this, fully upright, like this. It's just like so about it. And what's so annoying, because the movie's so long, I waited so long to go pee that when I did, I missed 5 minutes of one of the most important parts of the movie.
I hate when that happens.
And I literally ran out,
absolutely hate when that
ran
happens.
back into the movie theater. I sit down and Janina's like, you missed this, this, and this. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's like a huge part of this movie. All to say, I loved it.
Good.
I highly recommend to go see it.
Anthony and I tried going. We were going to go see it Friday night. And
I think
it was sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't, I shouldn't say it was sold out. There were like the 10:30 and 11 p.m.
Absolutely not.
And
no
him and I
movie's worth that though.
No. And him and I looked at each other. I'm like, it is a 3-hour movie. Like, we will definitely be the people like asleep.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he really wants to see it. So I told him that, you know, I'd go see it with him.
Go see it. I think you would like it.
Because I was like somewhat paying attention to when he was watching it throughout the week. And so, yeah.
Anthony's leaving.
Yes. Bye-bye.
I would highly recommend it. But to answer your first question, I had seen Dune.
Yep.
Like, I went to go watch Dune Part 2 with Janina.
Yep.
And so, like, 3 hours in a dark room I was a little like, do I want to do something? Do I not want to do something with Jake? And Jake was out playing kickball because he's a part of a kickball league.
With his broken ankle or knee.
With his fucked up knee. So he doesn't play. He goes to cheerlead, I guess. And so I was
you could have gone either way.
Right. I was like, I could have easily just stayed at home and like Uber Eats something.
Yeah.
But I called Micheal and I was like, do I Uber Eat something or do I go out? And I had talked to Janina because I drove. So on the way home, I was like, I want to go out, but like I don't know where to go. I wish Jones, not Jones on 3rd, Jones on Santa Monica and Formosa.
Okay.
This Italian restaurant. I was like, I wish they were open, but they recently got hit or crashed into by a car. Jesus. And so they were under construction for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I asked her, I was like, I said, I would love to go to Jones, but it's not open. And she said it actually just reopened from them
doing the construction,
fixing everything. And so a quick tip about Jones is if you don't have a reservation, they open at 7. And so if you're standing outside at 7, they do take walk-ins.
Oh, wow.
So Jake came at 6:30, and he's so funny. Jake and I are a lot alike, where we like to dress with nothing, like tiny little shorts and like a tank top. So he comes over dressed like that because he was spending the night, and I was like, "Do you have a pair of pants with you?" Luckily, he did. So I said, "All right, hurry up and change because like we gotta go."
Yeah.
We walked over to Jones, long ass line out front of everybody else who like didn't have a reservation, and it's not a very big restaurant, so it fills up really quickly. But we got really lucky. And she was like, I have one table left. It's a really small booth, but if you want it, you can have it. And I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And when she said small, that shit was fucking small.
Small.
I had
was
to.
It like
I
one
had
of those
to,
like one person on each side, like little like booth. And
it was like, Michael, it was no joke. I think this wide. A little table like built into one side of it so that one person can get around to the other side. And I'm the smaller one, so I was like, obviously,
yes,
I'm gonna have to go on the inside. But The food's good. It was great. We were in and out in like 50 minutes because we were starving.
I love when that happens.
I know.
We got to dinner, spent some quality time.
Yeah.
We're in and out in an hour, and then you're done.
And then back home, clothes off,
Yeah.
in bed, watching shit on YouTube.
Do you feel like with restaurants? So I was talking to Anthony about this. There's this really good Mexican restaurant down in Manhattan Beach that we like to go to.
Okay.
And,
Which one?
it's called Esperanza.
I don't think I've been. The last time I went is
super cute.
Palmia, which I love.
That's in Hermosa.
Oh, sorry.
So same owner, but different restaurant.
Sure.
And so we have a gift card. We're like, you know what? It's Friday night. We should go do something.
Yeah.
And we did not. But we ended up, like, I get on Open Table and Yelp, whatever, trying to see if they have a reservation. And the only reservation they had was like 10:20. I'm like, the food's really good, right?
Okay.
It's been open for a couple years now. I'm like,
Okay.
do we think that restaurants still do like very limited reservations to make it seem like the hype is still there? Because
Oh, sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, how can you still just not go on and
Also, who's eating at 10:20 like a 22-year-old?
maybe?
That was us back in the day. At
It
some
was.
point. But no way am I doing that now.
No.
Like in Vegas, we would do that.
But it's like, oh, we're going out. It's like a pre-game at that point, right?
Right.
Like I'm like, I'm not trying to eat.
You're
at
literally just
10:20.
lining your stomach to then douse it with alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
To absorb all the shit you're about to have.
The 8 shots of tequila coming your way.
Yeah. And I'm just like, do we walk? Do we like walk in? I was like, so we ended up going to this little hole in the wall restaurant instead.
I love that, though.
In El Segundo, which was great. La Paz.
That's what it's called.
La Paz, yeah.
My
Which is also very good.
My shorts are really short today. I just
Yeah,
got
they are.
them. They're from Temu.
I'm sure they are.
Shop like a billionaire. And I do.
You're so dumb.
So
Well,
wait,
there you can.
you absolutely can.
Yeah, on that site.
I hate to say it, but like, yeah, I definitely feel rich on that website. I'm like, add to cart.
Buying everything. The dogs are gonna start barking.
Are they?
Amazon is here.
Oh, okay. We'll let the dogs bark. We can cut that out. So the story of my neighbor,
Yes.
the guy with the fucked
Oh
up
yeah,
door,
we need to talk
I don't know
about
if you
that.
saw, it did very well on TikTok.
It did.
Did you
good.
see?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really well on TikTok. So
I don't have it. So preference. I don't have a TikTok,
Right.
which is crazy. So
Anthony does.
Anthony does, and I also have Reels. So it ends
Okay.
up on. The same
Sure.
shit ends up on. So I'm typically late to the game when things are posted. But yes,
Yeah.
I did see it on Anthony's TikTok.
Okay. So it did really well. So I have a little bit of an update.
Okay.
So she hasn't come back.
Okay.
Like the door is in the most recent state that she left it in.
Oh God.
Right. But the carpet now, because our hallways are lined with carpet,
Right.
is stained black from the
All the
bong
stuff.
water. It's like pitch. It's black. It looks like paint or nail polish.
Oh my God.
And it won't come out. And also, the hallway now smells. There's
Like
a scent
bong
to
water?
it. It smells weed-y,
Yeah.
weedish. And so
Marijuana.
last week, my refrigerator was making this really high-pitched noise. And
Okay.
it was
Did it,
early
like,
in the
wake you
morning.
up?
It woke me up because I was like, what the fuck is that noise coming out of my kitchen? And I go and I stare at the refrigerator and I was like, that's new. So I opened it trying to figure out where it was coming from. I opened the freezer. It's coming from the freezer part, right? Because it's like,
Is it the ice maker?
so I put in a request to maintenance. Our maintenance guy, Adrian, I love him so much. He comes and he brings a new maintenance guy. So there's 2 maintenance guys in my apartment. One of them, Adrian, I'm talking to. The other one is like in the refrigerator. And Adrian's like, when did it start? When did the noise start happening? And I was like yesterday. But they came a day later. And before he said anything, I was like, what's going on with the guy down the hallway?
Oh, of course.
And
Because
he
maintenance has to be
yeah, because
involved.
they obviously know. And he goes, we're actually trying to evict him. He goes, because the first time it happened, and the words cheater fucky were scribed into his door, we let it go. We
Right,
said,
it's like,
you
hey.
could be targeted. They could have the wrong person.
Of course.
So we let it go, and we said we'll replace the door for the, like, don't worry about it. We got you on this one. He goes, but then she came back a second and third time. And now it's definitely him. He definitely did something to her to where she feels the need to come and get revenge on him. So we are actually trying to evict him so he can go. And I asked him, who pays for all that damage? And he goes, oh, he does.
The security deposit.
Yeah, the security deposit, which for some reason, the security deposit in my building, not that high. Like, they don't.
Isn't it equal to first month's rent?
For some places, my apartment building, for some reason, no. Like, my deposit was $750, which is not a lot.
You can't even buy a door for that.
No. So they are.
Yeah, they'll take them. Typically, if you can't afford it, they take them to small claims court.
I mean, he can afford it, I'm sure. The door, I got pricing because I wanted to know from Adrian.
Yeah.
The door is about $500.
Oh, that's not that
yeah,
bad.
I don't think it's real wood. Not shocking for my building.
Yeah.
The apartment sign, another $500. The doorbell, I think, was like $300. So like $1,000, a little over
That's not
$1,000
terrible,
for everything.
actually.
And then the carpet, that'll be expensive. The whole carpet has to be replaced.
It does. They
does.
can't get it out.
Mm-mm. They tried. It's done, which is so crazy.
Yeah, well, that's going to be like a $5,000 carpet
Because it's the whole hallway.
Yeah.
It's.
Unless they can cut that portion
So
out.
I was wondering if you could cut around it.
You
but
can.
It's.
Typically, you can.
Yeah.
But isn't your carpeting a print?
Yeah, it's a pattern. So the pattern might be
They
off.
could probably do like a full like just a
Panel.
section of it.
Yeah.
And blend it in.
So
Oh, that poor man. Well,
I
shouldn't
saw
say that poor
him.
guy.
Okay, I saw him.
Is he hot?
No. And that's what kills me.
Well, it's typically the ugly ones that cheat.
Yes. Or
So
I
fucked
mean,
up. But-
he must have been laying it down so good that it drove that woman crazy. And I saw him the other day. He had just gotten to his front door with bag. Like, he went shopping for stuff.
Is this when you were videoing and taking a photo of the door?
No,
that
this
he
was
caught
like
you,
yesterday.
or a different time? Oh,
This was yesterday. I went to throw my trash away, and I have to pass his apartment to get to the trash chute. And he got to his door. He was carrying a bunch of bags, put the bags down to then unlock his door, and he saw me coming down the hallway. And when I tell you, this man flung his front door open, and he grabbed the bags and threw them into his apartment, and then slammed his door. And I heard the lock turn, and I was like, he hates me.
he probably saw the TikTok.
Do you think so?
Probably.
So he sent it to him and was like, look.
Hey, by the way, you're famous now. At least your door is.
So yeah. But no, he's not my kind of attractive, no.
Okay.
But he is.
Is he
I'm
my
guessing
kind of attractive?
No.
Oh, yikes.
Who was that guy you sent me a photo of, by the way?
Oh, so yeah. So I sent Kevin.
And you used to do this a lot more often.
I did. Well, yeah, when you weren't seeing someone, right?
Right.
So now that you and Jake are together, it was kind of like whatever.
Sure.
But one of my clients has her daughter is a couple years younger than us.
Okay.
And she's like, really getting into her career. Like, do you have any like straight guy friends that?
Oh.
And I was like, no. I was like, and my last like gay friend also just kind of started talking to someone. She's like, oh, bummer. I also like her best friend, like her daughter's best friend, is also single but gay.
That was him.
Yeah, and she's like, he's so handsome, and I was like, oh, let me see a picture. And he's not my type because
He's not ugly.
he's not.
No,
I think
he's
he's
not
actually
ugly.
pretty handsome.
Yeah.
He's just like tall and white, and I am not. Like, I typically not into white guys.
Well, you're also married. So.
No, but I understand. But when I can still have an attraction to.
Oh, I see.
right?
Yeah. I mean,
like
same.
I'm just like not attracted to that.
It was very.
So anyway, so I sent Kevin
to
a
sneeze.
photo.
I have to sneeze. Go on. I'm listening.
Yeah. So I sent Kevin a photo. I'm like, do you think, bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm like, do you think this guy is handsome? And Kevin's like, yeah, I mean, he's attractive. He's handsome.
No. I said handsome-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Is what
you
I
said.
said.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah, and then handsome-ish. Yeah, okay.
Ish.
And it's shocking that you didn't ask me why. But anyways, so that's who I sent. Because I'm like, if you or Jake have any.
I
He's
don't.
He's like 28 or 29.
He's young. I
Yeah,
think a
he's
little too
younger.
young for me.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Well, you're with Jake, who's
I am.
5 years older than you?
3.
No, 3. 5 older than me. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so that's why
Okay.
that picture came about. But Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know why I sent that to. Not. I'm like
I mean,
I
I
don't
get
have.
it.
I don't have like
Other people to bounce that off of.
Yeah,
I
so I'm
don't
like,
either.
I mean, I can send it
You're
to
like,
my friend Kevin.
I can get a
But then I
cosign.
like started thinking about it too. I'm like, I don't have straight friends anymore. I mean, I do, but
You
like they
have
don't.
you have more
But
straight
they
friends.
don't. No, I have straight girlfriends. I don't
You want straight
have
guy friends?
straight.
What about all the guys you work with?
Yeah, but they're like work friends, right? Like,
You mean like friends?
I
Sure.
mean, like people that I hang out with on the weekends
Right.
and like after work. Like, yeah, of course I'm friends with like the people I work with, but not close friends, right?
Like, let's go out.
Let's go out. Let's like come over and hang out. Like
Yeah.
I don't have straight friends. I do. They don't live here, right? So
Where do they live?
my old high school friends, like my buddy Alex. That
What
I
about
grew up-
Charlie? Charlie
Charlie
straight.
lives up in San Francisco, and
He moved
he's lived there
this whole time?
Yeah, because he went to school in San Luis Obispo. He went to Cal Poly,
Sure.
and then moved to San Francisco, and he's also married.
Recently married.
Recently married.
Yeah. Charlie's a sweet guy.
He is. But again, also far, right? So it's like people that are down here, all of my friends are gay. And we're all in relationships. Gabby and Liz are different. They're also female.
But straight. But you
Straight.
mean like guy friends?
Guy friends.
Yeah. I don't think I have any straight guy friends aside
No.
from my trainers. But that's even like
That's almost like a work affiliate in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're the friend. Like, you guys are buddies, but like,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, are you friends?
Are you friends? Like us.
Right.
We're not straight though.
Right.
We check a lot of boxes though. Just not the straight one.
Right.
So
Wild.
as of yesterday, the chickens are outside.
Yes.
Okay.
So the bitches are big, by the way.
They're fucking huge.
One pecked me yesterday, and I was very unhappy.
Like, did it like break skin?
No, it like more freaked me out because that is my biggest fear with having birds in general, is like
Getting
being
bit
pecked.
by a bird.
And so we had brought them out yesterday. It was like their first like full day outside.
Okay.
And it still is getting really cold out, right?
Yeah, at
and
night.
so I was trying to get them into the coop portion because you can like shut the door so they like stay in their like little house.
Okay.
And two of them were running from me. All the other ones were fine. Like, they
But
let
did
me
you
pick
let them out
up.
like in the yard or
No,
just
they're like in like this. I think you've seen it,
The
right?
coop.
We'll show you at the end of the
Yeah.
episode for like the actual chicken
so
update.
you guys can understand exactly
But-
what's happening in his backyard.
But they weren't used to going up and down their like little ladder.
Okay.
And so I was like picking them up and placing them in their like coop,
The like bed part.
the bed portion of it.
of-
Yeah, like the indoor portion of their little
Yeah.
like house. And this bitch pecked me.
Which one? Do you
One of the
remember?
white ones.
Dang.
So I flicked its beak.
Oh my god.
Like, you know, like when a dog, like when you're teaching a dog not to bite you, you like flick their like snout. So like my instant reaction was to
You
flick
were
the
like,
bird. I was like,
stand down.
Oh my god, I can't do that, you know, because I don't want them to be afraid of your hands.
Right.
So then I'm like trying to be gentle, trying to grab this damn chick. Well, I ended up grabbing her and then
she
putting her in.
did not like that.
No, but we ended up bringing them inside because it was so cold out last
But
night.
are they going to be okay? Because the cold nights are not over.
No, but
Is this their first night outside? Is
this will be their first night outside, and we're gonna see how it goes. If we hear them like freaking out outside, like
You're going to bring them in?
we'll bring them in. Yeah, 'cause, I mean we don't want them to get like frostbite or anything,
Or just
because
not?
their body temperatures have to remain at like 100 degrees.
Which is so crazy for such a small thing. But
Right.
dogs run really high too, though.
yeah,
That's why Teddy's so hot,
hot
all the time.
That's right. And so I had learned. Anthony had let me know that their baby feathers don't
Insulate the heat as the
Insulate the
big
heat.
feathers. Yeah.
right. So, but they all have their big feathers now.
They're
big
big.
girl feathers.
They're
They are.
big.
They're like,
They're real chickens
like
now.
this big now.
Yeah, they're like little footballs.
I don't know where I'm like looking. They're like this big now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's really the only update. Anthony and I spent all last weekend like building the coop and like placing it in the yard, which that's fine.
It's done.
We didn't get divorced, which is great. We were
mean-
able to like,
We respect that.
yeah, we were able to like maturely put this big ass coop together.
It looks good.
It
It does.
It
And it's not
goes
as big
with
as
the
I
house.
yeah, it's not as big as I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be huge.
No, it's probably about
So
the
wait,
length
did you
of
get
this
rid of
couch.
2 chickens?
No, yeah. So one died, remember. We had a total of 8.
It was 8. Then
One
we're down
died.
to 7.
We're
And then
down to
you thought you were gonna
7.
get rid of
Anthony has
2.
posted 2 on like a Facebook group.
And no takers.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, clearly not, because all 7 are still here. But that coop comfortably holds 5. So we do have to...
Either go bigger or get rid of 2.
Well, we're not getting bigger.
Right.
So we're going to have to get rid of 2. But, I mean, Anthony, I think, just posted them on Friday.
So there's still time.
There's still time before they, like...
Or you could always fry them.
I am not a
Some
fan of
little
eating chicken
chicken
anyways. And now,
tenders.
like, having them, I don't know if I can
I
do
eat
it.
so much chicken.
Ugh.
It's
it,
crazy.
Like, it makes me nauseous.
Really? I
Yeah.
eat ground chicken, fried chicken, grilled chicken.
Fried chicken's bomb.
Like chicken salad. Like I eat it all.
This bitch goes to McDonald's and has chicken nuggets too.
Who?
You.
I don't eat chicken nuggets.
I'm
Those
sure
are not.
you don't.
I absolutely do not.
I don't believe you.
I get a Big Mac though.
What the 10 piece
They
probably.
have a 4-patty Big Mac. Have you seen that?
No, I don't go to McDonald's.
I drove by the one in Koreatown. I think it's on Western, and saw a sign for a double Big Mac.
A double Big Mac?
It's a Big Mac, but instead of 2 patties, there's
It's
4.
4. Might as well
That
bring
is-
back the Super Size Me.
That is the fattest,
at this point.
It is the fattest thing.
Do you remember this?
It is. Yeah.
Would you like?
So would you like to supersize? No.
I would always say yes.
I would say no.
When I wanted my supersized fries and a giant ass Diet Coke.
Absolutely not.
And those were my super skinny
Wait,
days.
you have a fun update.
About what?
That's sitting outside in the driveway.
I got a new car. Yeah, it's almost
After
like
all those conversations of I'm keeping my car, I'm gonna keep the car. We went
because-
from you ordered one, you were gonna keep it, to then not keeping that and keeping the one that you had. So now we got rid of that one, and now we have a new car.
My lease was coming up in November,
Okay.
which is what 5 months from now.
Yeah.
And Anthony and I have been like really talking about like our future and like budgeting, family planning. And I was like, you know what? I can get rid of this Porsche now without any penalty,
Yeah.
no money out of pocket.
Yeah.
I think now would be a good time. I'll take advantage of one of my employee leases at like another one of the dealerships that like the
Your
franchise
car
I
group.
work for, owns. And so I ended up grabbing a new S5 Sportback.
It's beautiful.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And I figured that this would be something that I can keep for the next 3 years.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's the plan. I mean, this whole like getting a new car every 6 months has been exhausting
6 months?
and a little embarrassing.
6 months?
Yeah.
6 months is like too long for you. It's like every 3 to 4 months.
No. This was the quickest. Actually, my 911 was the quickest. That was only 3 months. But my sciatica came back, and that's why I got rid of it. Otherwise, I
have
still have
sciatica?
that. I do.
Since when?
I've had it for over 10 years. It's like really bad. I fell down a flight of stairs when I was like 21.
Wait, I knew you when you were 21.
I know. I was doing funny story. So I was doing traffic school in Hermosa at a hotel, and
Okay.
it was break because you're there. I think
All
it was
day.
like a weekend, and you were there for like 6 to 8
Which is
hours,
so
Saturday
ugly.
and Sunday.
It's so ugly.
Well, it's better than like having a point on your record and then paying more for your insurance.
So ugly.
So it was like our lunch break or whatever, and the elevator was not working. It was like
In the
a
building.
Quality Inn or something. I
Okay.
don't even know. It was
Okay.
not like it was like a motel.
Okay.
So I loop around the stairs and I fall. I slip. The ground is wet. And I slide and I reach back as I'm falling and grab the railing and my whole back jolts. And, you're 21. You're like, okay, that hurt, but like, I'm fine.
You're invincible.
Right?
It's fine.
Like, my body is still like developing, right? Like, this is not going to affect me. And the next day I couldn't move. Like, it was
Did you like
so
sue?
So I did go through like not sue, but like they paid for like my physical therapy.
Okay.
So like I had gotten not like an attorney. I think like their insurance like I like had to go down, let them know I fell. There was no caution when wet sign.
So
That's
was
how I was able
all
to
on them.
like yeah. And so they paid for my physical therapy for like a year, thinking like that's
He'll be
all
fine
it
by
was.
then.
No, girl. I can't sit in a car that's super low, depending on like how it is. It'll like trigger my lower back, and then I have a shooting pain from my neck or my lower back to my knee on my driving foot. And so if I sit in a low car, remember when we went canyon driving? I had to keep adjusting my seat in the 911
No, bitch. I was too busy trying not to
to
throw
throw up.
up.
So I have to sit like super close and forward, which like it's not comfortable to drive like that either. But for my leg to not be in pain.
I watched a chiropractor fix somebody's like sciatica or like tailbone.
Yeah, I
And
probably need that.
when I tell you, it was a male. I mean, you know why I was watching it. It was a male chiropractor
I'm
with
sure.
a male patient.
I'm sure it was.
And like the doctor was like in his butt with his fingers, like not penetrating him, but
I
like
understand.
right above, like feeling for his tailbone.
Yep.
And then you heard it like
Pop.
And I was like, oh, we gotta turn this off. Like, I can't watch this. I'm so triggered.
Yeah.
Get out of his butt.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to watch it in his butt for another reason. That's why
He
you're
was a
watching
cute
the
doctor. He was bald. I have a type.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably should go get that checked out because it like really hurts. I can't even like this sounds funny like be on my knees like bathing Bailey in the bath.
It'll hurt too much.
I can't get up. Like sometimes like I have like
my
to
God.
have assistance like getting up off my knees. Yeah. Or like if I sit crisscross for too long like on a hard surface,
Done for.
done for.
So in the bedroom, you're never on your knees.
No.
Okay. That's a good excuse, though. Just like, I
Sorry.
can't do that.
I don't do that. No. It's like I can't do it. It's like I don't do that.
You're like, my body can't handle it.
Physically, I cannot do that. Physically, I am not going to do that.
I'll never get back from it.
No. So, I don't know. Doesn't that suck? So, anyways.
Doesn't it suck? No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Clearly. No. So, that's why, as I just got a low car. But it's high enough to where
On the
it doesn't
inside,
trigger.
yeah.
Because, like, I had my S3 and I've had an A4. Remember my white Audi with brown interior? I've had so many fucking cars, you guys.
Oh, that was a nice one, actually.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. So I know sedan likes are fine.
Yeah.
It's just when they're too low.
Can't do
doesn't-
it.
So and then Anthony told me after this I can get a Tahoe or an Escalade. Yeah. He's like, that'll
We
be your dad
revisit-
car. But
we
you know what
revisit that
I just
conversation.
reserved? I did reserve the new Rivian R2. I reserved it
Why?
for Anthony because
I thought you didn't want to do electric anymore.
we
He
had the
does.
conversation. He wants to stay electric.
Okay.
And that it was announced and it actually becomes available the first quarter of 2026 and his lease is up February 2026. So it'll be like perfect timing for him to get into
It's
that.
like a normal looking SUV now,
yeah,
as opposed to a truck or that square thing.
correct.
Okay.
It's actually a shorter version of the
SUV, the big one.
yeah.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
I saw, so driving back home from Dune Part 2, going down Wilshire, you know, where like all the expensive condos are, that
Yes.
one stretch, there was a Cybertruck getting towed away. And we just like, me and Janina were laughing. Like, how embarrassing.
I'm just not a Tesla fan.
I like Tesla.
You like the Model S.
I like the Model S.
You almost got a Model S.
Yeah, I almost did. That was like on the,
I'm so happy you did it.
that was like one of the cars I was looking at.
I'm so happy
They're
you did
just,
it.
it's a little too minimal on the inside for me. I like to feel luxury, and that there's nothing in there. And I hate that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I like to just feel.
That's how the Defender was. I rented it, or
Borrowed.
I was given a Defender to drive for over a week. Or a little, like about a week.
Yeah.
Before I got my Macan. And I was not a fan. For the amount that you pay, they're like 80 to 90 grand.
Okay.
Loaded. I felt like I was driving an F-150.
Okay.
Like it was
Not in
very
a good way.
No, it was like a very plasticky.
Oh, sure.
There was no like luxury in it. Not that you're buying a Defender for like the luxury.
Well, you
but
kind of
when
are though.
A little bit, right?
Right.
but not.
You're not buying a Defender in LA to go off-roading. You're not doing that.
But that's
you're taking it to In-N-Out. You're taking it to Home Goods.
You can take Mammoth. You have Big Bear. I mean,
Okay, sure.
Right. You don't buy it for those things. You just know you could use it for that, right? And it's just like G-Wagons. G-Wagons are expensive, but they have that luxury aspect of them.
Right. With the off-roading capabilities if you really want to do that.
Same with like the full-size Range Rover.
Right. That's what I want.
Right. So it's like with this Defender and like the site. No. Just Anthony had the Model 3. Literally. There was 15,000 miles in 2 years. The B pillar was falling. I mean, there was
that is so cheap.
There was just so many like things, and it wasn't a super expensive car, but it was like you would think it would. I mean,
at least hold together for 2 years.
You can buy a Toyota to last 50 years. You know, if you're gonna have a caliber of a car that is in the same price range of like a very loaded Camry,
get the Camry.
Absolutely.
Get the Camry.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I tell Anthony he's going to drive a Prius.
They're really nice.
The new ones are.
Yeah, I like the new ones. Even before my car now, I drove a Prius for 10 years that I absolutely fucking loved.
Did you have how long for 10 years?
10 years. I had it for 10 perfect years.
That is wild. I remember you got that thing.
His name was Remington.
Yep.
He was black on black. That I
with yellow black wheels.
Loved that car. Love that car. Cried.
You did.
Bawled when I turned it in and got my new car.
You had that for so long.
10 years. That car, 0 issues. Like not one mechanical issue. I was just always hitting shit. So physically.
I remember when you first got it, you got T-boned on Robertson and Wilshire.
3 days into owning that car.
And a drunk driver.
I got
T-boned.
T-boned.
And she hit you by another Prius, wasn't it?
Yeah, she hit me. It was right on the corner of Robertson and Wilshire. I was going down Robertson. I had just gotten into the intersection, and a drunk woman T-boned my car with another Prius. And then my car ended up on the sidewalk where the Bank of America is, and she tried to take off. Or she actually did take off, and other cars followed her and basically blocked her in with their car so she couldn't go anywhere. The cops came and everything, and my car was never the same. It was for 3 days.
Rattles, I remember.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Even getting it fixed, it was just that car was never the same. But I loved it. And then after that, I didn't feel bad when I would hit a wall or a pole. I was like, this car's been through so much anyway. Even when I turned it, you got
a lot for it.
Yeah, I'm look, it had.
You get $11,000 or something?
No, I didn't get that much. I got $7,800, $8,000. And
that was still good though.
That was still good. I mean, what sucks is I turned my Prius in right before gas went up. Yeah. And I mean, you could put any type of gas in a Prius and it's totally fine.
You can't in your car, can you?
No. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I drove off the lot. And it was literally, I had taken all the stuff out of the Prius into my new car. And as I was leaving, the car salesman who sold me the car was standing outside. He was standing on the driveway out of the dealership. And I rolled my window down to say thank you and everything. And he was like, just remember, it's premium gas. And I was like, what? And it was right when, gas was $6.
It was $7 at that one gas station on La Cienega and what is that?
Never go to that one. Yeah.
That third? No.
La Cienega and Beverly. Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. The last time I filled up my Macan, which was last week.
No, the Macan is gone, right?
Huh?
The Macan is gone.
Macan's gone.
Okay.
It was $125.
No. I think mine's $80.
Yeah. That's how much it'll be for this car, probably.
This one?
Yeah. It'll be $80.
Yeah. It's smaller.
Yeah.
A smaller gas tank.
Yeah.
I have a random question.
Yeah.
What is your love language?
Oh.
Now that I'm in a relationship,
we're
very
it's funny because
it.
Anthony and I would talk about that a lot, love language and what that's all about. I would say physical touch.
You?
And me to someone else?
You. Somebody to you. What is your love language?
I would say physical touch and affirmation.
Okay.
And you know what's so funny? Anthony doesn't do that.
Okay.
His is, I forgot what it's called, like when you do something for them.
Acts of service.
Acts of service,
Yeah.
which she does, which I don't want anyone to take this wrong. I understand, because I guess I didn't understand like the different types of love language, because with my family growing up, it was always like, not physical touch, obviously, but like what is it when like you're always telling someone that they like
I love you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I don't know
always
what that's
like
called. Your mom is very
words of whatever.
Words of I don't know.
But my mom and dad, like every time I talk to them, so, and my sisters, we always say like love you, bye.
Yeah.
And Anthony and I do the same, but he didn't always have that. So like for the like
For
actual
this is
love
from
language,
you to him, or from him to, or for you, from him to you.
from him to me,
Like, what are his love languages?
to me?
Yeah.
Act of service. For
That's
sure.
what you like somebody to do for you.
No, that's what he does for me though. He does like that. His love language to me is acts of service and words of affirmation, I think. Is that what it is?
I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Me to him
Yeah.
would probably be, I do acts of service, but in like not cleaning ways.
I hate cleaning. You hate cleaning
I
so
do.
much.
You know what it is?
It's funny because he'll clean when he's really mad.
Yeah.
And that's always
But
funny.
because when I start to clean, I zone in on like,
And you don't want anybody around you.
I don't want anyone around me, and then I'm like deep cleaning the entire fucking house.
Yeah.
I am going through closets, cleaning out, and so I don't like to clean because then it just takes so much out of me, and
Yeah.
I'm cleaning all day. Like Anthony's like, can we clean up a little bit? I started Swiffering. I took the grates off the stove, and he's like, "Honey, I'm talking about like wiping the countertops,
like the shit that you can see." So Anthony had
Wait. Let's not go into that yet.
Oh.
We're, like the whole love language thing.
Oh, what are mine? I have one.
Yeah, what is
one.
yours?
I have one. Quality time. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I need is quality time. Oh, and physical touch.
I
like,
feel like quality of time is definitely your number one.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin definitely needs like
It's like
I don't want
love
you to sound
and
like a
friend
stage
language.
5, but Kevin can definitely be like clingy, which is amazing. I think it's so great when you have a clinging partner.
Yeah.
Because like it feels good. Like someone always wants to
I'm
be around
needy.
you.
I
with
say it all
you.
the time. I'm needy as hell. I'm not ashamed of it by any means.
Needy is
I'm very needy.
light and nice, Kevin. But what I'm saying is, like, I think it's when everyone's, oh, they're so clingy. It's like, don't you want someone around you?
Hello, I'm
like,
with
I
you
never
because-
understood. It's different if you like 5 million texts.
No,
and
I'm
constantly
not
on
like
the phone.
that though.
I know you just want to be around your person,
Yeah.
which I think is amazing.
I do.
Anthony is also like that. Like
Clingy.
just him and I, like, so I always forget because I'm always like the more the merrier, and he's
Yeah.
like, would have been nice for it just to have been us, and I'm like, oh shit.
What's so funny? You
So
got
sorry.
invited out last night, and you
I
said
did,
no.
and I said no.
She said absolutely not.
I said no. I was having a mellow night in with my friend, with one of our friends, Gabby,
Gabriella.
and you know, even the night before, I just am not. I'd rather just be home.
Look, I get it. I get it.
I think
Okay,
I'm
where
getting
did the
older
idea
now.
of us going to Hot Dog Sunday come from?
Oh,
Because I
today?
went out there and I asked them, and they said, "We never said that."
Huh?
Yeah, Liz said absolutely not, and Kevin was like, "I'm not doing that."
That's so weird because Kevin was the one who told me that.
Oh, okay. They said no.
That's so weird. Yeah,
I asked
so
because I was
anyways.
like, "Fine, I'll go."
No, so we had some of our friends over today for breakfast. And one of them had mentioned that their boyfriend wanted to go out, like Sunday Fun Day.
Okay.
And so we had started talking about, like, oh, okay. We were like trying to mentally prepare to go.
And decide where to go.
And one of them was like, oh, I think my boyfriend wants to go to Hot Dog Sunday. I was like, I've never been.
I've never been either.
I'm down to go.
Yeah.
And then Kevin walks up, and I was like, oh, would you want to go to Hot Dog Sunday? And these motherfuckers just said that they never said anything. It wasn't even my idea.
They literally, I walked, so Michael was out front with
I was
his
holding my aunt.
and I went into the back because he has a table back there, and they were having breakfast out there. And I sat down, and I haven't seen them in a while, so I was like saying hi, and then I was like, oh, we're going to Hot Dog Sunday.
And they were like,
Liz
no.
was like, no.
So I think
was
what
like,
happened
okay.
is when they had talked to their boyfriend, like, they decided to not go out. Maybe that's why. Because they just said that they weren't going to go out. They were going to just go home or go to the beach. So maybe that's where that disconnect was. It was not my idea. I'm not even drinking.
And then I even asked you, I was like, so we're going to drink today? And you go,
like,
a little bit. I was like,
I was
oh,
like,
wow,
probably,
he's fully committed to this
probably
idea.
One.
It's never, we're not going to go all the way there for one.
I could definitely just go there for one.
It's so nice outside.
I have been able to just go out and have one drink now. It's been great. Because when I went to Desert 5, that did not happen. I had two.
I am kind of going through a little bout of insomnia.
Are you really?
Yeah. I think this is like day 3.
Of not sleeping again?
Of not sleeping again. And so Friday night, it was like I started Wednesday.
You had that
Wednesday
really
night.
bad before you went to Taiwan.
Oh, I had it after Taiwan. I had it really
that what
bad.
it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Started like Wednesday night-ish. Thursday night, did not sleep. Friday night, I watched Dune, part 1 with Jake, like I mentioned, and I was determined because I was at a point where I was like, I'm starting to get irritated and I'm starting to get emotional, where I either want to fight you or
like
cry,
freak out,
or it's like delusional, right?
Yeah,
it's like a fever dream. And so, Jake had gotten me a small bottle of wine, and I'm obsessed with it now. It's only 2 glasses in a little wine bottle. So he had gotten one of those for me, and so I was like, this is gonna do it. So drank that whole bottle.
Oh shit.
Slept.
Yep.
Last night, did not sleep. And so today, I'm like, we're coming to. I'm still
So you didn't
kind of a
sleep
little
last
bit of
night?
zombie. No, can you tell?
No, I knew something was up when you were like, you get to be like the show.
Yeah.
So take over.
What happens
Kevin
is
typically has a lot of energy.
What happens is when I'm not myself, when I know I'm not myself, I try to keep it to myself. So my text messages get shorter because the point is I'm trying to just convey what I need to say in a message without coming off like bitchy or like something's wrong. So I know, like, I read back our text messages and I was like, you could tell that I haven't been sleeping because they're so short. And the same thing with Nicolette, where I was like, I need to just stop texting everybody because I can tell it's coming out wrong. And it's not that I mean to, it's just because my brain's not thinking right now.
I just figured I don't hear from Kevin as often now that he has Jake in his life, which is not a problem. You know, it's fine.
Now you come looking for me.
But I'm like, this bitch didn't call me today. Because Kevin and I would have like 2 to 3 conversations a day.
Yeah. It's always in the morning.
And like a FaceTime
lunch,
here and there.
It's always morning, lunch and then at night.
Yeah.
Like at around the 7, 8 o'clock
mark.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I didn't, like, I'll wake up the next morning, I'm like, I didn't hear from Kevin yesterday.
Dang.
So weird. And then I call him hella early. Like, I called you at like 6:30 when I was walking the dogs.
Yeah, and I was legit. I was like, just got out of the shower, getting ready for work. I was like, you called me at the perfect time.
Maybe that's when you like time to start talking.
Sometimes.
Right. Well, not on the weekend.
I got like it was a random morning that I woke up really early and I was like, you know what?
Thursday.
I'm in a good mood. I think it was like Wednesday morning because Wednesday night is when it started. It didn't start.
Maybe it was.
Like I couldn't sleep.
Maybe it was. Yeah. But wild, crazy. You need to catch that shit early though about the insomnia.
Well, I don't know.
Not good. You were getting sick all the time. You started to have like weird little things going on with your eyes, and
that was ugly.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
we're about to go into summer, girl. You cannot have.
I know. But we're working through it.
Good.
I'm determined to go to sleep tonight at some point. Who's texting us?
No, I was wondering how we are on time.
I think we're good. We should have one more topic and then we'll be fine.
Okay.
What else you got?
I think that was.
Liz said she gave you content.
Yeah, but that's going to be for another time because
what do you mean?
We have to look at things before. So, hold on.
What are we doing on the 30th?
Oh, yeah.
Is that your birthday dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm thinking Polanco. Actually, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So, I think we touched this last time I was on.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony and I are just going to go to Idaho, see my cousins there, have a little weekend with.
Killed my fucking birthday plans for you. Okay.
And then the weekend after.
Just dinner here.
I just want to do dinner. We got a little fire pit in the back. I think just hang out. Invite Jake.
Oh, I think I'll make margaritas.
Make your margaritas. Make the ones I sent you, the peach ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But instead of it being a mocktail, like
a real cocktail.
Yeah. And then just do something here. I think that'd be so nice.
Okay.
And then, yes, I wanted to talk to you. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell me this, but because of Kevin's work, but I really want Schitt's Creek to come back.
Okay, that's not coming back.
But I heard somewhere that they may be making a movie about it.
Sure.
I know, but like I want more.
Oh, okay.
So like
I see.
Yeah.
I'll run it up the flagpole.
Yeah.
See what.
Like I need that back.
Like what are?
Otherwise, because I just keep rewatching it.
Okay, can you please watch Absolutely Fabulous? I genuinely think, and I give Michael, I give you so many great recommendations.
I know. I haven't watched
any of them.
What's the other one?
Drive to Survive.
Drive to Survive,
which is a show that was made for you.
I know.
Which is so weird that you don't watch it, but Absolutely Fabulous, you would love. It is an old British comedy. It is so funny with Patsy and Adina. It is hilarious because it would be us if we were of that. Like if we were British and if we were white and like they're both fashionistas.
I am white, bitch.
No, I know, but like I'm not. But like if we were fashionistas, chain smoking cigarettes, drinking champagne all day, and like not giving a fuck about life.
Yeah,
but just wanting to be like skinny and rich. Like that's literally the show. It's so funny.
All right, fine. I'll watch it. I'll start it tonight.
You won't, but it's fine.
No, I will because we don't have any. We're not watching anything.
Okay, watch Absolutely Fabulous.
I mean, I've been going to bed at like 8 p.m. So
you've been going to bed early.
Yeah.
Very early.
Yeah. I've been tired.
Of what though?
Life.
I know. Michael called me the other day and you were like, Kevin, I'm over it. And I was like, over what? And he just goes, everything.
The table had turned. I had a really tough week at work, I think, too.
You did. Yeah.
And then, like, one of my coworkers had just left, who I really have enjoyed, like, working with.
Sure.
And then, I mean, my new boss is amazing, I have to say.
Yeah.
Which I'm, like, really stoked about. But, you know, it's like everything was like, it was that weird, like, little change. And then we were super busy. And I'm just like, what is happening? I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Why did I get, gifted the work ethic rather than a trust fund? I'm just like,
I tell my parents all the time, I'm like, I know there's a trust fund for me, but like, when do I get it?
Right.
And like, I've hit all the milestone years. Like, my 16th birthday, I didn't get the trust. My 18th, I didn't get the trust.
Nor did you on
my
your
21st, I didn't get the trust. Like my 25th, like I know it's there, but like, let's stop the edging. Just give me the money.
Right. I want to.
I'm tired.
I don't want to work. No, I mean I love working. It was just a tough week.
I get it.
But yeah, TBD on that.
Do you want? Is that it for you?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay. We're
So
gonna wrap.
you.
We're gonna, yeah. Literally, like I'm exhausted.
Kevin hasn't slept. I've been going to bed early, waking up early. I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, dude. At least you're sleeping.
Yeah, at least you're sleeping.
But no, I think that's it. We should do a little chicken update. Everyone can see the
we'll
Coop.
take some footage right after this so that you can see the chickens.
And then I'll see y'all next season at some point.
Next season. I know this is Michael's last episode.
It is.
I have one more to go with Nicolette after this.
Good. To do a little final send off.
Send off. Do you want to say? We'll have you take us out. Say goodbye.
Oh, till next time, friends. And don't forget to be fucking petty.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Before they have. So basically, it's like humans where they fertilize inside the bodies.
They got skin. They didn't realize that he was back there for them when they